Yeah, good morning, children. In last class, we was learning about the Indian heritage. So in Indian heritage, we learned about the material heritage. So what is the meaning of material heritage or the meaning of heritage? See the things, the beautiful, the expensive things which was left by our ancestors, or the things which are left by ancestors from one generation to other from generation to generation is called as heritage. Under this heritage, we learn two types of heritage. So the first one will be the natural heritage and the second one will be the cultural heritage. So when we come to natural heritage, it includes the nature in the sense of birds, animal, nature, mountains, rivers. So this is called this refers to natural heritage. Actually, in this lesson, we are going to learn is about the Indian cultural heritage. So, in the last class, we learned about the material heritage and what is the meaning of material heritage. What are the materials are used to build some of the monuments or the monuments like minarets, towers, masjids, gurudwaras, temple, churches, mosques, etc. And among this, we learned about the Taj Mahal and Qutub. So, Taj Mahal. You all know that the Taj Mahal is one among the 7 wonders of the world. And who built this Taj Mahal? Taj Mahal was built by Shah Jahan, called Mughal Emperor. Why did he build Taj Mahal? Why did Shah Jahan build Taj Mahal? Because he built this Taj Mahal in the memory of love to his wife Mumtaz Mahal. So here Mumtaz Mahal is the name of a Shah Jahan's wife. And how many years did it take to complete? It just took 22 years to complete Taj Mahal. So it was started in the year 1626 and it got over by 1648. And you can just see the work of Taj Mahal. It is in the shape of symmetrical. So when you see the in front or as well as back, it will be in the same shape. So that is called as symmetrical. And near Taj Mahal, and the Taj Mahal is situated or located in Agra of New Delhi. And near Taj Mahal, you can just see the 4 minarets. Minarets is nothing but the 2. So each minaret measures 40 meters tall. So this was about the Taj Mahal we learned in the last class. And about the Qutub Minar. And Qutub Minar is the tallest minaret in the world, which you cannot see in the world. So tall minaret. And who built this Qutub Minar? It was built by a slave dynasty or a Delhi Sultanate by an emperor named Qutbuddin Aibak. And this took 30 years to complete and it was built in the year 1199 CE. When it got started, got started in the year 1199 CE and it got over in the year 1220 CE. So he couldn't complete his work. So it was stopped due to his ill health. He got expired, and this was continued by his successors. Successors are nothing but by his grandsons. By his successors, it got completed. And the meter. So here the Qutub Minar height is about 7 meters. See, there is a 7-meter iron pillar near the Qutub Minar. So near Qutub Minar, you can just see a 7-meter iron pillar, where now also this iron pillar is not rusted. It is a rust free. I told you the meaning of the rust. Rust is nothing but in Kannada, in Kannada, rust is nothing but tukkiriyadu. Have you seen some of the old iron and steel or some iron materials which gets turning into brown color? So that is called as rust. But even after 1600 years went on, the iron pillar did not rust. Why it did not rust? Because at that time, over a long time, there was a famous or ancient ironsmiths or engineers who built this, which cannot be rusted even after 1600 years. So now we finished off Qutub Minar and Taj Mahal. So today we are going to learn is about the Red Fort. So children, when we come to Red Fort, you can just in your memory or sudden agi ivaga Red Fort andid takshana nimge ಏನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? What will come to your mind? Yes, in your mind it just comes that oh, our Prime Minister used to come and hoist the flag during the Independence Day. So at suddenly in mind or it just comes to your mind. So here let us see what are the materials used to build Red Fort and how many years did it take and who built this Red Fort and what was the history about this? What was the main significance of this Red Fort? Significance in the means it's nothing but importance. So I just read once, children, to just look into your book. Red Fort, Delhi. Another very well-known building made by Shah Jahan is Red Fort in Delhi. Persian, European and Indian art forms inspired this building and its architecture. Made of rich sandstone, the Red Fort was the residence of Mughal Emperor for nearly 200 years until 1857. This monument is an important symbol of our freedom as it was here that the British flag was brought down in the year 1947 and the Indian flag was hoisted to signal our independence. Every year on August, the Prime Minister of India hoists the national flag at the main gate of the fort and delivers a nationally broadcast speech from its ramparts. A sound and light show describing Mughal history is a tourist attraction in the evenings. So children, I just learned now. So where is this Red Fort situated? So Red Fort is situated in New Delhi. It is situated in New Delhi. As well as who built this Red Fort? Again, the Taj Mahal was built by Shah Jahan and again this Red Fort was built by Shah Jahan. It was built by Shah Jahan and in which style it was built? It was built in the form of Persian, European and Indian style architecture. It was built in the form of Persian, European and Indian style architecture. Okay, children. So it was built in the form of which type of style it was built? It was built in the form of Persian, European and Indian style architecture. And why? And which material was used to build this Red Fort? See children, when it comes to the color red, you can just come to know that it is in the form of red, right? Now the fort is in red, is red in color. So that is why it was named as Red Fort. How was this Red Fort built? It was built with the help of red sandstone. Why it was red in color? Because it was built with the help of the material which is used to build a Red Fort was red sandstone. And here the Red Fort was a Red Fort was a residence for Mughal emperors. So, what is the next one? So, here the Red Fort was a residence for Mughal emperors. What do you mean by residence? Residence is nothing but it is a home, residence. See, we'll just give in your diaries or marks card, residential address. Here, in the sense of meaning, residence is nothing but it is a home for Mughal emperors. The Mughal emperors was ruling India, was staying in Red Fort. So, since Red Fort is a residence for Mughal emperors. And here, it was a residence for how many years? It was for 200 years. So the Mughal emperors were 200 years in this Red Fort. Until when? Until 1857. So why they were till 1857? What happened in the year 1857? Can anyone guess? Yes, because the Mughal emperors were ruling till 200 years in India after 1850 till 1857. After 1857, the Britishers came to India and they started ruling over India. So here the Mughal emperor got end. So the Mughal emperors were till 200 years until 1857. After 1857, what happened? Let's see now. So, after 1857, what happened, children? After 1857, Britishers started to rule. In India. So, after 1857, in the year 1857, the Britishers started to rule India, and this monument, when we come to this monument, this is known as freedom, symbol of freedom. It is called as symbol of our freedom. Symbol of our freedom. Why it was called as symbol of our freedom? Why did it named as symbol of freedom? Because here during 1857 the Britishers started to put the British flag. They started to hoist the British flag on Red Fort until 1947. So what happened? In the Red Fort, the Britishers started to hoist their flag. That is the Britishers flag, and this Britishers flag were till 1947. Why it is 1947? What is the main date of 1947? Yes, in 1947 on August 15 we got our freedom. So on August 15, on 14th August midnight, that is on 15th August 1947, we got independence. We got independence, and they took down the British flag. They took down the British flag and hoisted our national flag. So what happened? Here in the year 1947, the British flag was brought down and the Indian flag was hoisted in the year 1857. So that is why it just, why did the national flag was hoisted on Red Fort? It was just an signal for Indians. It was a signal for Indians. Okay, I just tell you. See, the Mughal emperors were till before 1857. After 1857, the Britishers started to rule over India, and at Red Fort they started to hoist their flag in Red Fort until 1947, 14th August 1947. After 14th August, in the year 1947, 15th August, we got our independence, where the Britishers' flag brought down. And it was a just signal for Indians that we got our independence. So, the next one. So, the next one. So, now we got the independence in the year 1947, and we hoisted the national flag in the Red Fort to rebuild the signal of independence. So, hence, by doing this way, what happened here, every year of 15th August, Prime Minister. Who hoists the flag? Prime Minister. So now, at present, who is the Prime Minister of India? Who is the Prime Minister of India? Children, who is the Prime Minister of India? Yes, at present, the Prime Minister of India is Narendra Modi. So you all have seen in the TV, I think, during Independence Day, a Prime Minister, the Honorable Prime Minister comes and they hoist the flag in Red Fort. So every year of 15th August, Prime Minister of India hoists the national flag, in the front gate of Red Fort. So where it is hoisted, it is just hoisted in the main gate or the front gate of the fort, and even it just delivers a national broadcast. It just delivers a national broadcast. And even it just gives some of the speeches. So the Prime Minister just gives some features in ramparts. Ramparts is nothing but you can just see children in the Red Fort. You can just see some glass house where the Prime Minister goes and gives his speeches. So that is called as ramparts. And even you can just see a beautiful sound and light. So the next one is during evening times, sound and light. When the sound and light can be seen, it is seen during the evening time. So during evening time, you can just see some of the beautiful sounds and lightings coming out from this Red Forts. And even it is also a tourist attraction place where it attracts the tourists who are coming from the different places. And here, Red Fort is also known as Lal Killa. What is the other name for Red Fort? It is known as Lal Killa. Okay, children. So this is about the Red Fort which we learned today. So the next one. So the next one which we are going to learn today is about the Humayun's tomb. Humayun's tomb. See, Humayun tomb. Where it is located? It is just located and again Delhi. Why it is situated? It is just situated in Delhi. So children, I'll just read out once. You just look into your books. Humayun's Tomb, Delhi. Humayun's Tomb in Delhi is a beautiful building made of sandstone and marble. Set in the center of luxurious garden, it was built in 1569-1570 and was the first garden tomb on the Indian subcontinent. Apart from the tomb of Humayun, it also has 150 tombs of various members of royal family. The tomb has two gates, one on the south and the other on the west, and a number of water channels, a pavilion, and a bath. So now the next tomb, the next cultural heritage which we are going to learn, or the other monument which we are going to learn, is about the Humayun's tomb. And Humayun's tomb is situated again in Delhi. So when we come to Humayun's tomb, it is situated in New Delhi, and the materials which are used to, what are the materials were used to build Humayun's tomb? It was sandstone and marble was used. Sandstone and the marble were the two materials which were used to build the Humayun tomb, and it was built in the year. It was built in the year between 1569 and 1570, and this was built in the middle of beautiful. It was built in the middle of beautiful gardens. So where it was built? It was built in the beautiful gardens, or the luxurious gardens. So luxurious is nothing but which is rich in gardens. So here the Humayun tomb is built in the center of luxurious garden, and even it is the first garden tomb. So Humayun tomb is also known as first garden tomb in Indian subcontinent. In Indian subcontinent. And apart from this tomb, you can just see some of the 150 tombs. So inside this Humayun's tomb, you can just see inside how many tombs, children? We can just see 115 tombs inside the Humayun's tomb, which was built by some of the emperors, or the famous emperors, or the various members of royal family. So the people or the members who are from royal family has built this 150 tombs inside the Humayun's tomb. And here we can just see two gates. In Humayun tombs, we can just see the two gates. The first gate in the south, and the second gate you can just see in the west. So there are two gates in the Humayun's tomb. The first gate is seen in the south, and the other gate is seen in the west. So these were the two gates of Humayun's tomb. And even you can just see some of the water channels. Water channels are nothing but where the water is flowing over. The waters flowing over rivers is known as water channels. So here it just consists of water channels, pavilions, and it also has and a bath. What do you mean by pavilions? What is the meaning of pavilions, children? In the sense of pavilions, the meaning of pavilions is nothing but where it is a pavilion is a type of restroom where we can just take some rest or change our dresses is called as pavilion. And even we can take a bath. What is the meaning of bath? There is a small swimming pool where we can take a bath. So this is about the Humayun's tomb. So these are some of the features of Humayun tombs. So the next one. So the next monument which we are studying is about we are just going to learn is about the next tomb called Fatehpur Sikri. Which is the next monument which we are going to learn is about the Fatehpur Sikri. Fatehpur Sikri. Okay, children. And where is this Fatehpur? Is located? Again, it is situated in Agra of New Delhi. So I'm just going to read once. You just look into your textbooks. Fatehpur Sikri, Agra. Fatehpur Sikri, built by Akbar the Great, is one of the most visited monuments in India. This served as the capital of Mughal Empire from 1571 to 1585. Made of red sandstone. This fort city took about 15 years to build. It is probably at Fatehpur Sikri that Akbar and his famed courtiers, that is the 9 jewels or Navaratnas, lived. The Divan-e-Am, Divan-e-Khas and Buland Darwaza are some of the important structure which is inside the fort city. So the next monument which we are going to learn in this lesson is about the Fatehpur Sikri. And where is this Fatehpur Sikri situated? It is situated again in Agra of New Delhi. So where it is located? It is just located in Agra of New Delhi. And who built this Fatehpur Sikri? It was built by Akbar the Great. So you have learned many stories about the Akbar as well as in Hindi, English and Kannada. So Akbar was one of the famous Mughal emperor. The one of the most famous Mughal emperor was Akbar the Great. So he was an famous emperor of Mughals. Okay, he was a famous emperor of Mughals, and it was the capital city. So Fatehpur was the capital city of Mughals. It was known as capital city of Mughals. And how many years did it take to complete the Fatehpur Sikri? It just took 15 years to complete. How many years it got to complete? It just took 15 years to complete. And the materials which were used to make Fatehpur Sikri was the sandstone. It was made of sandstone. And in this place, Akbar and 9 gems. 9 gems is also known as Navaratnas. So, in Fatehpur Sikri, it was a home or residence of the Mughal emperors, and even it was a capital city of Mughals. So, what happened? In this place, Akbar and his 9 gems. Here the 9 gems, the other name for 9 gems is also known as Navaratnas. So, the people 9 gems or Navaratnas or Akbar lived in Fatehpur Sikri. So inside Fatehpur Sikri, we can just see some of the beautiful tourist places like Diwan-e-Am, Diwan-e-Am, Diwan-e-Kas, Diwan-e-Kas and Buland Darwaza. So these are the three places where you can just see inside the Fatehpur Sikri city. Which are the places you can see is that Diwan-e-Am, Diwan-e-Kas and Buland Darwaza. So these are the three places where you can just see in Fatehpur Sikri city, which is located in Agra, and this was built by Akbar the Great, and this was the capital city of Mughal emperors. So in this fort, the Akbar and his 9 gems or Navratnas lived over here. So this is about the Fatehpur Sikri. So the next monument which we are going to learn is about this were the things which we learned in this class. How many monuments did we learn in this class? We just learned about the 3 monuments. So I hope you think this you understood well of these 3 monuments. So I'll be just giving you a small assignment, children. Assignment, that is a homework for you. Okay. So the homework which will be given, the hard words. Hard words you're going to write 5 times. So children, you should not miss your homework. You're going to do your homework and you're going to bring the books for corrections on Wednesday. So you all know that the corrections will be done on Wednesday. So I'll be just giving you some of the hard words which you have to practice for 5 times. The first word, Heritage, 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 heritage. Mausoleum, mausoleum, mausoleum. Third word, Jahan, Shah Jahan. Mumtaz, Mumtaz Mahal. Next word is Qutub Minar. Qutub Uddin Aibak. Qutubuddin Aibak. Qutubuddin Aibak. Humayun. 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 8th word is Fatehpur Sikri. Fatehpur Sikri Buland Darwaza. And the 10th word is Navaratnas. So these are the 10 words which you are going to write as your assignment 10 times. So I just read out once, just listen carefully, and while you are coming, I'll be just asking you the spellings. First word, Heritage, heritage. Mausoleum, mausoleum. Shahan, Shah Jahan. Muntazmal, Mumtaz Mahal. Qutubminar, Qutub Minar. Qutub Minar spelling is Qutubminar, Qutub Minar. Next one, Kutubuddin, Kutubuddin Aibak, Aibak, Aibak. Seventh one, Humayun, Humayun. Eighth word is Fatehpur Sikri, Fatehpur, Fatehpur, Sikri, Sikri. Ninth one is Buland, Buland, Darwaza, Darwaza. Buland Darwaza. 10th word is Navaratnas, Navaratnas. Navaratnas, Navaratnas. So this will be the assignment which will you be bringing on Wednesday. So thank you children. I think you understood this lesson. In the next class, I'll be just giving you a recap of this lesson and we'll be going to the next monuments. Thank you children.